Hey everyone, you're watching Nicole on Bite Me, and today we have a fantastic vegetarian recipe for you. And these are our Chili Enoki mushrooms, or our chili needle mushrooms. And here are our brilliant needle mushrooms for today. I love needle mushrooms. They're easy to make, they take hardly any time to cook, and they taste delicious and offer such a nice textural element to any meal. Okay, so to start these, we are actually going to fry our mushrooms in some butter, which is just the way I like my mushrooms all the time. Okay, so you're going to get a nice pan, and you're going to start your pan, and in the pan you're going to add a very tiny bit of sesame oil. Okay, so about 1 teaspoon. Then you're going to get some butter, and you're going to add about half a tablespoon. I know it seems like it's a lot, but it's going to fry all of that, and it will shrink down, but you want the flavor. Just move the butter and the sesame oil all around. Once it starts foaming, you're going to start adding in your mushrooms. You can cut them in the middle as well, again, to have smaller pieces, but I like them like this. So in this goes. Just stir the first batch around. You want them to fry until they're quite crispy. So while your mushrooms are frying away, you're going to start making your dressing, which is going to douse the mushrooms in a wonderful spicy flavor with soy sauce and ginger and garlic. It's delicious. So in my saucepan over here, I have about 15 ml of sesame oil, or about 1.5 tablespoons. Just a little, because you are going to add other things to it. You want that to start heating ever so gradually. Just make sure to keep stirring your mushrooms. Flatten them in a flat layer, and there will be a lot of moisture that comes out of them. Don't worry, it takes a little bit of time, but they will get crispy. Now to your sesame oil at the back, you're going to add around 4 grams of julienned ginger, and the ginger is really crucial for the dish. It's going to add this lovely aromatic as well as this very earthy flavor to the entire thing. Just stir them around. Lower the temperature on your sesame oil. Next, you're going to add about 1 teaspoon of garlic in here, which has been chopped up very fine. You don't want your garlic or your ginger to color, you just want it to cook through, so all on a low flame. And then just swerve it around like this, set it back down. It will start foaming a little bit. Remember your mushrooms. Can you see how they're turning slightly brown? That's going to happen all over. They are still going to be quite moist because the mushrooms do retain a lot of moisture themselves. Now to your sesame oil, you're going to add the rest of your flavorings, okay? Over here I have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, in that goes 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar. Then I have some oyster sauce, and this is half a tablespoon. The soy sauce and your oyster sauce are going to be the salt that you need for the dish, alright? Stir that around. Next you're going to add your sugar. This is half a teaspoon of white sugar. Stir your mushrooms. They kind of look like noodles at this point. The small ones turn super crunchy. Now next we have our chili sauce, our very own homemade chili sauce, and this is quite a banging sauce. It is fiery, it is spicy, and it is really addictive. Okay, so this is what we are going to get our chili from for this dish. So here I have 1/4 teaspoon of the chili paste, because it is quite a spicy paste. If you can handle your spice, add more. Feel free to be brave, but 1/4 teaspoon works perfectly for me. I will link the recipe for the chili sauce to this, so make sure you check out that recipe, because you are going to need the chili sauce to make this wonderfully spicy, delectable dish. Ah, look at the color. That's what you're looking for. Your hot sesame dressing with the chili paste is done at this point, okay? The sesame oil and the chili paste and the soy sauce. So you can turn the flame off. Just give it another swirl and set it down. Now you see how most of my mushrooms have got a beautiful color on them, and I'm just waiting for a few more to get slightly more brown. This is a really nice textural element to any sort of Asian meal that you're having, because you have a sort of chewiness from the ones that are not completely crispy, and then the crispy ones, obviously you have that lovely bite and crispiness when you're biting into your meal. And by the way, the butter just helps. That's it, that's done. I'm going to move my entire pan off of the stove so as to not let it cook any longer. Okay? And now we're going to plate up quickly. So once your mushrooms are done, you're going to start plating them. And to start first, we're going to get our hot dressing of the ginger, garlic and the chili. And we're going to put some of it down first. Because we don't want to lose the crunchiness of the mushrooms. Okay, can you see the red specks of chili? That's beautiful. It's the same crazy chili paste. Oh, this smells incredible. So by placing the dressing down, you're not going to lose the texture of the mushroom. Now you're going to get your mushrooms. Stick them on top. And you want to get some height with the plate of this. After you've done that, get your dressing again, and we're just going to spoon a little bit on the top. Just a little. Whatever excess dressing you have left, you can serve it on the side with the white rice or with some other dish you're having in your lovely Asian meal. And now some scallions, because you always need a pop of green. Don't worry about them tumbling everywhere, it just looks natural. Beautiful. And if you have some toasted sesame, I strongly recommend that you get like a pinch just for that extra nuttiness and to mirror the nuttiness of the sesame oil, obviously. And there you go. That's how quick that was, and delicious and impressive, by the way. And now to try some. There's no delicate way of doing this. So good. It's so good because, like I said, the texture of the mushrooms is everything. Enoki is such a brilliant mushroom to use if you want to create a wonderful different dimension to your meal altogether. And the flavors of the sesame and the chili oil is perfect. It's not overwhelming because we balance it out with the soy sauce, the oyster sauce, and of course the sugar. It's a really nice meal. It's easy to do. You can do it for one person if you want as well, and just have it with like some rice, and you'll be perfectly pleased. So please do try out our recipes, subscribe to our channel so we can keep making wonderful recipes like this for you guys.